Hello, this is Surrealistic Studios, Surreal News, where the real is surreal. I wanted to give you guys a quick update on what's going on with the housing market currently. And today's going to be May 21st, 4:15 p.m. is when I'm recording this video. And we'll go ahead and jump into this article that I found. And it's from The Atlantic. It's not too long, not too short, just right. So we'll go ahead and jump into this one. It's called "The U.S. Housing Market Has Peaked, but No, We're Not Headed for Anything Even Close to 2008." by Derek Thompson. So a lot of people think that we're headed towards another crash, such as the one we had in 2008. But a lot of the metrics that, were in 2008 are different this time in 2022. They're not exactly the same, not even close, actually, as they say. So we'll jump in here. Um, Here we go. If you've tried to buy a home in the past 2 years, you have my most profound sympathies. Your experience has probably gone something like this. You found your dream home online, sent photos around to your family, visited the premises or decided to buy sight unseen, got your financial statements in order, smartly offered 10% over asking, and learned several hours later that no fewer than 831 other people had bid for the same exact house, which sold to a couple who paid 50% over asking, all cash, and cinched the deal with the contract amendment promising to name their firstborn child after the seller. Yes, the American real estate market has yes, the American real estate market really has been historically hellish or historically hot, depending on whether you were trying to buy a home or sell one. Within the first year, just about every housing statistic you could imagine set some kind of berserk record. Home prices hit a record high, the share of the homes that sold above asking hit a record high, and the number of available homes for sale hit a record low. But the vibe is shifting. I count at least three signs that the national housing market is about to experience a significant slowdown. First, as the Federal Reserve raises interest rates to combat inflation, mortgage rates are soaring. In April, the 30-year fixed rate surpassed 5% for the first time in more than a decade. As borrowing becomes more expensive, so does buying. If you take a long view, if you take the long view, financing a house is still pretty cheap. The 30-year rate is lower today than it was for any month except on June in 2003 from the 1990s to the Great Recession. But on an annualized basis, rates are raising faster than at any time in 40 years. Buyers seem to have anticipated this moment. In the late winter, one index of housing prices hit its highest month-to-month increase ever, which might suggest that home buyers said, screw it, and made ridiculous offers to lock in a cheaper mortgage rate just before rates took off. Second, the number of homes for sale, aka housing inventory, is finally perking up after plunging to all-time lows during the pandemic. In the hottest markets such as California and Colorado, the number of available homes is increasing significantly faster than the national average, according to Altos research, while the share of new listings going into contract immediately, meaning within days or even hours, is declining quickly. Inventory doesn't sound as sexy as home prices, but this might be the single most important statistic to watch. My view has been the market shift will show up first in inventory because as inventory increases, house price growth will slow, says Bill McBride, a real estate and economics writer. In 2006, McBride famously called America's housing bubble when he saw inventory skyrocketing to absurd highs. Today doesn't look anything like 2006, he assured me. During the worst of the housing crash, inventory as a share of the market was about 5 times higher than it is today. Instead, McBride said that the next few years will likely resemble the period around 1980. To combat high inflation from the 1970s, the Fed Chair Paul Volcker hiked up interest rates, jolting the economy into a deep recession. The housing market basically stalled until 1982. That sort of stall out, rather than some crazy plunge into the abyss, is probably our worst case scenario. Finally, we can already see these technical statistics, rates, percents, inventory playing out in the real world. Google searches for homes for sale are falling in major cities, including Boston and Los Angeles. Redfin agents in California say that showings and offers are down double digits since last year. In Minneapolis, showings have fallen rapidly in just the past month. May and June are historically the most popular months to buy a home. That means the housing slowdown might be delayed for a few weeks as the spring surge works its way through the system. But by this summer, sellers expecting dozens of offers in a matter of days could be in for a rude awakening. Before long, flush wannabe homeowners, those lucky enough to be somewhat insulated from rising mortgage rates, will be able to buy without sacrificing the naming rights of their firstborn. Things won't feel great for everyone, but historically speaking, they just might feel normal. And again, I added the quotations on normal because what's really normal, you know? But anyways, there you have it, folks. Again, this is from The Atlantic. Mr. Derek Thompson is the author. And again, they're just reiterating that things are not as they were back in 2008. You know, we don't have the same predatory lending practices. The APRs that people are being introduced, I'm sorry, the APRs, the adjustable rate mortgages, the ARMs that people are being introduced to now are not the same ARMs that people were getting back in 2006, 2007. It's just not the same thing. Again, like the inventory is just, you know, we're starting to see inventory creep back up, but we're still super low on inventory. You know, home prices will probably keep going up, just not as fast as they have been. We have been seeing a slowdown. I was just on a call or a Zoom call with people from my brokerage, other agents, and basically what they're describing is a slowdown. You know, people they're not seeing as many buyers as they once did just a month ago. You know, some people were seeing like 20 and 30 offers, and now they're only getting 2 and 3. There was this one case where an agent had represented somebody and actually sold their home for them for, I think it was like 1.3 million, and they were actually unhappy. The clients, they were actually unhappy with the 1.3 million price because they thought that they were going to get more than the list price, and that's what they listed it at. They thought they were going to get more than the 1.3, so they were unhappy that they only received 1.3. Mind you, that same agent that was representing the clients sold them the home that they just sold for 1.3, and guess what they bought the home for? Around 400,000 or 500,000. I can't remember the exact number, but it was low like that. So they pretty much doubled their investment since I believe the date was 2000. Was it 4? 2004 is when they first bought, and then they pretty much doubled their investment. 20. So you know, it took some years, but at the same time, you know, that's $1.3 million that you've just been sitting on that grew from 400,000 or 500,000. It's incredible, folks. So we are seeing a slowdown, a lot less less buyers because of higher interest rates. So as interest rates keep going up, there's going to be less and less buyers, which means there's going to be more people entering the market trying to capitalize on high home prices before interest rates go up too much, you know. But at the same time, what a lot of buyers are not buyers, but sellers are facing, right? The problems that they're facing right now is when they sell their property, they have to buy another property, and now they have to enter into this crazy seller's market where it's hard to find another property. You know, you have to, like they said in the article, you have to offer 10%, 20%, in some cases 50% over listing price. You know, it's incredible. It's crazy, but things are slowing down. Let me know what's going on in your guys' market if you have any information about that. You can find all my information down below. Remember, love, peace, and life, folks. Be kind, rewind. I'll see you guys next time. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what's going on. And I'm hoping everybody is well out there. If you're not, I'm hoping you do better. All right. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.